So this video is a bit around user management in particular, adding and removing users from sites and setting up different privileges. In order to create a new user, you can go to the cog up here and create user. So in this case, I'm going to put in one of my own personal email addresses. That information filled in now, I can decide to give somebody admin here, which is a global privilege to basically be able to configure sites accordingly. Press create account. That person has been added successfully. They will have now got an email, which you would have received at this point yourself, so you know what that looks like, and invite them to the system. What I can then do is go to users as well, and I can see that that person now exists as a user. What I can also do is go into that person and then add them to sites. So I go to here, add to sites, and I can decide that I want to put this user into all of the Acme sites, for example. So I can select all of them very easily and add the user to all of the sites. And I want to add that person as a manager and add the selected sites. And that will go through them one by one and add them in. When it's done, you will get a pop-up. So if I go in now, I can see all the sites this person has got access to. If I go into the actual individual site as well, I can see that they have got access here. So now what I can also do is I have a few options within this. I can upgrade or downgrade the person. So I can move them up or down permission wise. So if I want to do that, I can also temporarily suspend access by hitting on that. So that will be grayed out now. And then whenever you want to add them back in again, you can unsuspend access. That brings them back again. And what I can also do is revoke access altogether, and that removes the person from the site in their entirety. What I can also do here, for example, is go in and use the multi-select tool in order to do things like revoke access for everybody, for example. So if I click on revoke access there, that's gone. So both John and Emmett in that case don't have them. Within the site itself, then I can also add from here. So I can invite a new user from here, and I can say that I want to invite somebody that is a new person, which brings us back to the exact same thing before. You put in an email address and repeat that again and decide, do you want them to be app admin? Do you want them to have temporary access? What's their role going to be as well? And what you can also do here is add existing users. If that's the case, what you want to do is type in the email address. So if I put in JPMac80, that will recognize it's there. Select role, app manager, and that is me. Back in again. You may have noticed there as well, there's a mass invite as well. What I could do here is decide I want to invite a number of people as managers. If I type in the word innovate here, it will present all the people in innovate. So I can put in here this, for example, and you can see now that it's saying these are the two people we're going to add. So Antonio and Innovate accounts. And if I press finish, that will go through and add them one by one as well. The final tool I wanted to show you is being able to mass add multiple users to multiple sites. So again, if I go back to all sites and I still have Acme here selected, so I have 10 sites and I want to add people to these 10 sites. So what I can do here is click the select all button again, select an action, add users. Again, now I'm in looking for the people I want to add everybody here as a manager again. I'm going to put in innovate again to search for people, and that is going to add, let's go this time for Sean and Alan. And if I press them, they will now be there, two people to add. I can apply temporary access if I want for everybody in this, and then that will give me a date as to when. And in this case, I'm just going to say finish. So that's what it's going to do, is going to cycle through all 10 sites and add them to each of those sites if they aren't in them already. Add lots of people to lots of sites in one go. So there you go, that's now completed. So I've gone through that extremely quickly, added 2 people to 10 sites, 20 people altogether, and that's done within a couple of seconds. Finally, what I can also do is create multiple users. So there's a template that you can download here as well. So you can download the template, fill that in with the people's email addresses and with their details, and that will automatically invite everybody to the system as well. And then once they're all invited, you can go through and invite them accordingly as well.